Thanks for staying with us on this edition of Vision. Cedric Vaughn, we're excited about our guest on this segment of Visions. The mayor of the city of Tuskegee, Mayor Lawrence Tony Haygood, is here with us today, and he's got some great information to share with us today. Mayor, thanks for coming to be with us again on the program.
My pleasure to be here.
Excellent. You know, it's been a little while since we had a chance to talk. Always enjoyed the conversation and the fellowship.
Oh, yeah.
And so this year we are talking about the Tuskegee University, long name, right. Booker T. Washington Economic Development Summit.
That's right, the 22nd Annual Economic Development Summit, as a matter of fact, where we try to focus on opportunities for entrepreneurs, talk about the procurement process for major agencies, look at financing that can be made available by lenders and banks and other financial institutions, and then we have a policy session in the end that talks about what policies are affecting business, especially small minority businesses. And we have a major panel for that last day on Friday.
That's good. Well, you've got a lot of great information. We actually got a flyer that we're going to go to so that our viewers can see it. And so on that flyer about the event, of course, you know, we've got our historic photo with Dr. Booker T. Washington. And so these are some of the participants in the summit. First, of course, there is our new president of Tuskegee University, Dr. Lily McNair.
That's right. Dr. McNair has come in and given us a lot of great energy as she's working with the university and the community. And she's just excited about the summit because that's an extension out into the community to give businesses an opportunity to participate not only with the university, but throughout the state of Alabama, and talk about the procurement opportunities, how we can expand our small businesses, especially our disadvantaged businesses. And we only say disadvantaged because they don't have the opportunities in most cases as our larger businesses do to get support and financing. So we have to have a special networking session for small businesses to let them know what opportunities are available, who to contact, and how to get involved in that network that helps you become successful and propels you to the next level. Well,
you've a couple of times mentioned the word procurement, and we've got some first-time business owners who that word is, you know, something that we have to explain, which is basically the process by which you are connecting your business or securing the information to do business with another organization.
Right. Procurement, I would largely say, you talk about it a lot when you talk about government agencies and major businesses. It's the process you go through in order to get a contract awarded. If I needed to do business with you and you're a major business, or you're a major, say if you're Alabama Department of Transportation or the U.S. Department of Agriculture or the U.S. Postal Service, there are people who have major contracts with them, businesses, but you have to go through their process to get qualified and get on their list.
Good.
Then you can get a major contract. So instead of operating at a level of $50,000, $100,000 a year, you can procure a contract that may give you $500,000 to $1 million a year. But you have to go through that process,
qualifying process,
in order to qualify and get on the list so you can be considered for business with major agencies or major institutions.
Yeah. So, for example, a major agency would be the United States Air Force.
Of course.
Yeah.
The United States Air Force has major contracts, and as you know, we're in the bidding process for a major contract with the United States Air Force, which is the T-100, which is a fighter jet that will be the training jet for the F-35, which will be here in Montgomery soon.
That's right.
I was at the air show Saturday, as a matter of fact, and it was some amazing things that happened. But we will be building under $16 billion contract if we awarded that contract. So you're going to have all kinds of suppliers and other small businesses that will have part of that contract, that will have subsets of that contract or subcontractors to carry it out. It'll be a $200 million plant built there at Tuskegee Moton Field if we award the contract, and we should know within the next 10 days.
Okay, all right. Well, we are certainly hopeful for your award within the next 10 days, because certainly everyone has been doing the work.
Oh yes, everyone's been doing the work. Everyone's been going where we needed to go, reaching out to our elected officials at every level, all the way up to Washington, back and forth. All our congressmen, I just talked to Congresswoman Roby at the air show the other day, so she's locked into it. But everyone's been very supportive. Mayor Strange here in Montgomery, all of the surrounding cities, because it's a major opportunity for the state of Alabama. It's not just for Tuskegee and Macon County. Be tons of jobs, tons of contracts for smaller businesses, and it'll just expedite our operation in the whole aeronautics industry in this part of Alabama. Alabama went into the automotive industry, was very successful, and elevated itself to a new level. Well, we're about to do that with the aeronautics industry after we did the automotive. When you look at what's going on in Mobile with Airbus and with activity in Huntsville, so we're able to land this in the central part of the state, then the whole state will be heavily involved in aeronautics, and this would be the U.S. Air Force. So as you said about procurement, we want to make sure that people understand, and business owners, especially small business owners, how you go about that process to qualify to get a contract. And that contract could be huge dollars if you're able to be successful. It could be uniform cleaning. You get a uniform cleaning contract, that may be a multi-million-dollar contract because you're talking about 750 employees at just that one plant, not count all the other plants that'll be around in surrounding areas.
That's good, that's good. Well, when we talk about the theme again for the summit, it's also a long theme. It says small business, economic entrepreneurship and business development in underserved communities.
Well, that comes from the fact that Tuskegee University has for a long time served the Black Belt region of Alabama. That's the underserved region as we see it, as far as the business, and particularly small business and entrepreneurship, which you drive all the time, is getting people energized to launch out and develop that business. Who's the person who's going to take that on? So we really want to strengthen entrepreneurs. That's what Booker T. Washington Economic Summit has done over these 22 years, is getting people to understand what it is to be an entrepreneur and getting those entrepreneurs who have that ability to hone their skills and get the total package together. Sometimes entrepreneurs can have a good idea and they can get out and sell a product, but they don't do the other things that are necessary to be successful. So we try to bring all those things together in the summit.
And entrepreneurs are inspired by other entrepreneurs, and they are equipped by some of the agencies that give them information, and so they'll be able to get all of this exposure.
Yeah, and that's what the networking session is about, which I know you'll be helping to host on Wednesday evening. You get all the people from the state together, the governmental agencies, the larger businesses, the banks, and then the entrepreneurs are there to make the connections that they need to make, to speak to the people that they need to speak to. So we're excited about that.
Yes, excellent. Well, we want to go to that graphic once again so that our viewers can see it. So, because we want you, Mayor, if you can, to just kind of identify some of the folks that you may be able to see on the graphic for our viewers who know that they can come and see and hear from them when they come to the summit. So of course we talked about Dr. McNair. Of course we see Judge Price there also on the screen, and then that's the is that the Commerce Secretary for State of Alabama?
Greg Canfield, Director of Commerce, and I work with him directly. I'm on the Alabama State Workforce Development Board, and he's very key in developing all our major businesses in Alabama. So we're very fortunate to have him there. He'll be on the panel Friday morning as well. Okay,
all right, great. And then some people may or may not be familiar with the Director of the Governor's Office of Minority Affairs. That's Attorney Nichelle Nix, who is there next to Mr. Canfield.
Right, it's Nichelle Nix, and she's coming from the Governor's Office. She'll have a special panel to talk about opportunities through the Governor's Office of assisting small and minority businesses.
Great, great. And I also see Mr. Ashley D. Bell, Attorney Bell, who is the regional administrator for the SBA, just below Ms. Nix.
Right.
Who is also on the screen. And so then we just got a whole host. We see Pastor Jones there, Opelika down there, and so we're excited. Now, when we talk about participation and involvement on Thursday, we've got a plenary session. We've got Judge Price on that plenary session.
Yes.
And then we've got greetings by Mayor Strange. We've got greetings by you. And then we also have greetings by Governor Kay Ivey.
Yes, and Dr. McNair.
Okay, all right.
Yes, Governor Kay Ivey and Dr. McNair. So we have a pretty good group that'll come Thursday morning, which is our longest day. But that's when we'll have all the activities and all the key persons there at our midday lunch. We have the opening session, open plenary, and then the midday lunch. Okay.
All right. So what's the cost for this conference? And I think you got a student rate, and then I think you mentioned there may be some opportunities for scholarships for people who just want to be there.
Yeah. Well, we have the normal rate for the BTW Summit is $50. Student rate is $25. And this year, for those businesses that may be challenged, we give some scholarships. So if they can't afford the $50, if they'll contact us or Dr. Diabate, we'll make arrangements to assist them. So we're about making sure that everyone who wants to come has an opportunity to come and get this information. We think it's very valuable. And with what's happening in the state of Alabama right now, it's key to be in the midst of of where people are and what's going on. You see, I got my Tuskegee University towel
yes,
this
we
morning.
do. Yes, we do.
We took a little licking from Alabama State this year, but we wanted them to be comfortable so we can come back to the house.
I understand. Well, you bounced back this past weekend. You know, you redeemed yourself on that, and so let's say it's all love.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
We'll come back and get the keys back to the house next year.
I understand. Well, one of the other elements that you're incorporating this year is the Small Business Expo.
Oh, yes.
Which will be also, is that also on that Thursday?
Yes, Dr. Barrett Vaughn has put together the Small Business Expo, so a lot of our small businesses in the area that are operating now will be there to demonstrate what they have, the services they provide, and to network with others who attend the conference. We think it's going to be dynamic. In the planning session, when he came and offered that, we thought it would be, small and get it started. But once he got going, we have a great group in the Central Alabama region from here in Montgomery and all around it are coming to participate in the Small Business Expo. That alone, even outside all the great speakers, is worth coming to see and participating. Well,
I've heard about some of the presenters and within the will be posted there at the Small Business Expo, and so there's some of them are really great businesses, and so that'll be a great opportunity. And so as we are getting ready to close, we've got, you normally have every year the Business Success Story Luncheon.
Business Success Story Luncheon highlights a particular business or individual who's been successful in developing their business, and that encourages other entrepreneurs to understand you can do it too. You may be going through struggles, like we had one guy speak one year that talked about struggles he had where he almost gave up, then he turned around and he just launched and it just took off. So it encourages other business entrepreneurs who all go through challenges normally when you start a business, how to hang in there and get to the next level. So we like to highlight somebody who's really doing it and who can say, I made it over the hump, so to speak, and then share it with others. Yeah,
that's excellent. Well, we're going to close. We've got about a minute left. We are excited about this conference, and we certainly encourage everyone to sign up. We want to go to that flyer, and so that our viewers can see. So the date and time, once again, Mayor, the conference, the summit is September 19th through 21st.
Yes, September 19th, starting Wednesday evening through Friday morning, and it would a dynamic panel at the Policy Breakfast on Friday morning.
All right.
It's at the Embassy Suites here in Montgomery.
First time in Montgomery.
First time in Montgomery.
Excellent.
Excited to come visit down in Montgomery.
Well, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. All right, well, that's going to do it for us on this segment. Thanks for coming to be with us, Mayor. We're excited about that. We're going to be there. We encourage our viewers to be there and participate in the activities. That's going to do it for us on this edition of Visions. We'll see you next time.